Hi guys, welcome back to Big Wrench Tech. Today, again, the 82 Corvette. From the last videos you've seen, there was damage. Well, not so much anymore. That's all nice and smooth. Several different colors, but I promise you that it's smooth. And yeah, you get an idea of definitely what we've been doing. We removed the door panels. That was fun. We removed the door latch. And also the door handle and lock assembly. We also removed the strikers on both sides. We removed the T-top. We removed the back glass. Side lights. Am I making my point? Anything that was able to be unbolted, we unbolted it from the body. Now it's time to finish up the scuff job on this and go take it to the prep booth. So there's several ways anybody could paint a car. I'm using an HVLP Astro Pro along with a DeVilbiss finishing gun. And then basically on a budget paint job, because this is a budget paint job, you can see all the orange peel from the existing one. And this has not been sanded yet. So that's literally the color of it, and it's dull, you can't see it. There's old marks in it before where it's been sanded. So as you get close, you see all those. So the whole car has got those scratches in it. So that's kind of a nightmare. They didn't really block it too well either because it's got a lot of waves. A lot of waves in that door. So the trick that I do, it's probably different than anybody else, but it works for me. It may not work for you, but it works for me. What I do is I go and do all my body work, of course, knock it down flat, whether it be 220 or whatever, just knock it down. It's nice and smooth. You don't feel the transition. Feel with your eyes is what I say, but some people like, feel with your eyes? Yeah, because sometimes that'll say, oh, that's high, that's low. Feel it. Feel it. Anyways, going back to what I do, because it's got a lot of orange peel to it, I'm going to go with 400, which is a little aggressive, but it's all right. Then I'll go back with 600 to get rid of all my swirls from my DA, because they can leave some marks, which I got some on the other side over there I got to take care of. But then once you go to your 600, lay down your base. And I can hear the people on the other end right now, what about primer? I've already made sure 1,000 times I'm only priming the areas that I need. There is no reason to actually go all over this again if I don't have to. And that is on several other painting videos. Anybody can look out there. Matter of fact, a good one would be Paint Society. So go check him out. I learned a lot from him. So anyways, so that's what I do. 400, 600, prime what I need to, and then we're gonna go over with the base coat and let that thing about curing off for about, 10-15 minutes. I go over with another base coat, and then last but not least, I go over with a third one. They said, because put 2 on, and then that third one's your finisher, so therefore you know that all of your canvas has been covered. The last thing you want is one little gray patch after all your base is all finished, you know what I mean? So anyways, we're gonna do that and hopefully get it to the prep booth sometime this evening. On a side note, let's talk about adhesion real quick. So there's 2 different types of adhesion when it comes to paint. You have a mechanical adhesion, which is your scratch from your sandpaper, and then, excuse me, that's your mechanic. Did I say mechanical? Either way, that's your mechanical adhesion. So your chemical adhesion would be whatever layer is on top that is actually going to chemically bond to the next layer. Thus, being primer is going to be a substrate and a chemical adhesion to your base coat. Your base coat will then end up being your chemical adhesion to your clear. So that's how that works. But what you can do is once I made this scratch coat down, there's also an inhibitor that will kind of soften up this layer of, well, what's already on here, basically what you see. It'll soften up just a little bit to where I can put my base on there, because you can put a base on top of a scratch, but what will end up happening sometimes, depends on what happens, depends on what you use, how clean it is, that you go through a car wash and then there went your paint, your pride and joy, and your self-esteem all at once. So anyways, yeah, don't do that. I think you do have a smooth surface to go off of for your next, you know, pass or whatever. Do this number. I got 400 on here right now. Just make a kind of a quick coat or quick pass with it. And I did a cardinal sin by actually firing up the DA on the car. Try not to do that. All right, so as I rubbed across it, now you can see how vibrant, yeah, the cracks and orange peel and everything else. You can really see it now, hopefully. This, yeah, it's really, really ripply. So you want to get all those ripples out. That's basically what I'm trying to say. All right, one spot down, the entire car to go. Let's do this. One major thing I thought about before I started on this, and yeah, I did, and that was also another cardinal sin. Super clean. Buy it over the counter. Just make sure your surface is nice and, well, clean. Lack of better words. Because what's happening also is there's old wax on here, and the last thing you want to do is scratch that wax right into what you're trying to paint. Another mistake I did, because we're human, is don't use purple power. I seen a purple bottle and accidentally grabbed purple power. And if you've seen the last video of the Corvette where I painted the hood, I'm wondering if that purple power had something to do with it and not super clean. Super clean is what you want, folks. Not that, or any pre-prep solvent, but that works just as good. I've been asked a few times, why have I been stripping down and painting a different color on this 82 collector's edition Corvette? Well, I have a good reason for that. It's not mine. This is an actual customer's. I am doing what he tells me to. Now, and it is what it is. Whew, that was lucky. Nearly lost a $400 hand cart. Look, safely store irreplaceables. Safe. It is scuffed. It is wiped down. And it's ready for the paint booth. Well, here goes nothing, I guess.
So it's at this point in time that, as you see, we are currently in the paint booth. And what I've learned in the past is painting and trying to hold a phone is not going to work. So here we have some still shots instead. Yes, I had to go back to the paint booth and scuff it up some more. Found a couple areas I didn't like, and then on top of that, we decided to, like I said, prime and seal a couple areas. So that was that damage in the front. Luckily, it came out pretty good. There was some flaws we ended up having to address on that, and I ended up having to seal quite a bit of the front end on some other areas I did not like. And that's when it kind of showed its ugly colors, that I had to yet go back again to the bad area and scuff that up yet some more. And that's why I was like, well, maybe I should have tried a high build primer on this, but at this point in time, I was severely running out of time. This car is definitely due by Monday. It is Friday currently, so, and I still have quite a bit to do yet putting the car back together. So, with that being said, the taping off this thing was a big pain in the butt, because that takes, believe it or not, majority of your time. It's not just, okay, we're going to tape a few things here, tape a few things there. No, you really got to take your time and do this right. Otherwise, it's going to come out like pure anus, because I have done that before in the past. Just kind of rushed a job and not really doing the fine details, attention to detail per se. And it came and bit me in the butt. So, as you see, yes, more taping. More taping. Did I mention a lot of taping? If you're going to do body work, there's taping. So I'm fixing to do my initial coat right here to see how the material is going to lay. And then I realized that I need to up my pressure up because the droplets are way too big. So if you got fat droplets, raise your pressure. So it will come out a little bit smoother, as you'll see in this next shot here. That, yes, the droplets are coming out a lot more finer, and that's where I want to be. I want that nice mist. Fat drops, raise pressure. If it's just blowing all over the car, you may want to lower your pressure back down. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's actually coming out. I've seen worse, I've done worse, but all this is a learning curve, which, of course, this is with everybody. Now you're down on the driver's side now, of course. Kind of the same result. Really fine droplets, really smooth substrate going down. Why do I even call it a substrate? It's a base coat. The door jambs, another pain in the butt, yet a very crucial area. Nobody likes doing door jambs. I hate doing door jambs. And if you find yourself doing this too, you will also hate door jambs, pulling back carpet, etc. This is another pain in the butt crucial area. As you see, there will be a lot of grease from there, from the squeaky doors, and guess what? You have to clean that area like no joke. And another area of concern is also this area where the fuel cap is. Just over the ear, all the petroleum just kind of sticks to that fiberglass. We're going to cut back down here to the other door jamb. Same scenario. I had a lot of grease on that striker, so it was a lot harder to clean. Coming back to the front, I'm actually checking everything for one final time before I go ahead and do a clear coat on this, which I'm happy with it. So let's try the clear coat. Hitting that area for the first shot, making sure, all right, I'm liking how it's laying. Okay, still the first coat, and we're gonna switch over. Yep, another first coat. Let's get that third coat on. Third coat, I don't know why I said that so quick, but yes, let's get a second coat on there and then finish it up with that third and final coat for sure. Well, enough yipping and yapping of what I did. Blah, blah, blah. Woo! That's nice. Okay, so there is a slight little bit of trash in it. Dadgummit. You know, that's gonna happen. There is truly no such thing as a perfect paint job. I don't care who you are. This is going to need buffed out, yep, but it's no big deal. No big deal at all. Wow. So this is the end result. Not bad, not bad. Again, anybody can do this. This is a kind of a very budget-friendly paint job, to be honest. If anybody's interested on what materials I used or how I got this finish, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. But you know what? I'm going to unmask this thing and see what it really looks like. Wow. If you made it this far in the video, please like, please subscribe. And for my current subscribers, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. I think I'm at currently 121. Nice. So anyways, yes, I think that's going to do it for this episode.
give this back to the customer. Hopefully he likes it. Hey guys, remember, don't be afraid to throw a wrench at it. I'm pretty happy. Hope you are too. Give me kind of constructive criticisms down in the comments, and we'll see you guys on the next one.